Have you ever been in a room with her? No words spoken, yet you could feel something in the air. That strange electric tension, the kind that lingers when someone's eyes meet yours for just a second too long. Or when she fidgets with something, her sleeves, her necklace, like her hands are speaking, the words her mouth won't say. Welcome to a world where the most powerful messages aren't spoken. They're felt. Because women have a way of saying everything without saying a word. En tar ndau kin traus, the way they touch certain parts of their body around you. It can reveal more than you'd ever expect. These aren't just habits or random movements. These are subconscious expressions, emotional flares, quiet confessions of attraction, curiosity, even desire. From the way she twirls her hair to how she handles her phone when you walk by, her body may be sending signals, ones your mind might miss if you're not paying attention. So, if you've ever asked yourself, is she into me? You're about to find out. In this video, we're breaking down 10 things she might touch in front of you and what it really means on a psychological and emotional level. No fluff, no games, just real science-backed insight into the signs you might be missing. Let's dive in. Sign number 1, her clothing or sleeves. There's something quietly powerful about the way she plays with her clothes when you're around. It's not just style, it's psychology. If a girl likes you, even if she doesn't fully realize it yet, she may start adjusting her sleeves, tugging at her shirt, or smoothing out her outfit. Not because it's actually out of place, but because your presence suddenly makes her more aware of herself. It's a silent message mid-con conversation. I want to look good for you, even if those words never leave her lips. These small, almost invisible habits often come from a mix of nervous energy and subconscious desire. Expect mid-con conversation. Let's make this more real. Imagine you're chatting during a coffee break. She's smiling. Then without thinking, she looks down and tugs lightly at the hem of her sweater. She keeps smiling, but that movement, that was her body reacting to your energy. Her mind might be racing. Do I look okay? Is he noticing me? She might not even know why she's doing it, but you should. Because the truth is, when a woman touches her clothes in front of you like this, she's not just fixing fabric. She's adjusting her confidence for you. Sign number 2, her neck. Now, listen closely, because this one is easy to miss, but incredibly powerful. There's something undeniably captivating about the way a woman touches her neck when she's around someone she's drawn to. It's not random. It's not meaningless. In fact, it's one of the most intimate telling gestures in body language psychology. Why? Because the neck is one of the most vulnerable and sensitive parts of the body. When she lightly brushes her fingers across it, tilts her head just a little, or lets her hand linger near her collarbone, it often means she feels exposed, but in a good way. That's not neck fear. That's trust. That's openness. It's a quiet, instinctive way of letting her guard down. She's not hiding behind crossed arms or turning away. She's inviting you in, even if she doesn't realize it. This gesture is a delicate blend of nervousness and attraction, a physiological response rooted in vulnerability and sensuality. And here's something deeper. Touching the neck is also linked to arousal. It's the body's way of increasing sensitivity, oxygen flow, and alertness. All signs that she's emotionally and physically activated are your presence. So, next time you're with her and she gently touches her neck, ask yourself this: is she fidgeting legs or thighs? Or is her body telling you what her words won't be her? Use that soft, lingering motion. Might just be her version of whispering. You make me feel something. Sign number 3, her legs or thighs. Now, this one might seem subtle, but it's loaded with meaning. Have you ever noticed how some women subtly touch or adjust their legs or thighs when they're sitting near you? Maybe she shifts her position, runs her hand across her leg, crosses and uncrosses them with just a hint of rhythm. It might look casual, even unconscious. But make no mistake, this gesture can be a soft, silent magnet for attention. Why? Because when a woman is attracted presence to you, she becomes more aware of her body, more conscious of how you're seeing her. So those gentle movements, they're not about discomfort. They're about presence. She may be drawing your attention to that part of her without ever seeming obvious. It's a dance of confidence and subtle seduction. And if she's doing this while holding eye contact, laughing at your jokes, or leaning slightly toward you, that's a triple layer of attraction. Her body is not just reacting to you, it's aligning with you. These little shifts, these quiet, sensual signals are often her way of saying, I'm comfortable and I want you to notice me. Need to stand up, the diet incessant. So watch closely. The thighs aren't just legs. They're emotional territory. And when she lets you near them, even with just a glance or a gesture, you're closer than you think. Sign number 4, her lips. There's something deeply powerful, almost hypnotic about the way a woman interacts with her lips when she's around someone she's attracted to. She might gently bite them, press them together, or trace her finger across them. And to the untrained eye, it looks innocent, casual, maybe even be conscious. But beneath that subtle gesture lies a storm of emotion and subconscious energy. Why? Because the lips are one of the most sensual expresses the parts of the human body. When she touches them in front of you, it's not just a nervous tick. It's often a psychological signal, a quiet form of flirtation, a magnetic pull to odd emotional and even physical closeness. These gestures are rarely planned. They happen because her body is reacting to you, to the chemistry between you. She's not thinking, let me bite my lips so he'll notice. Das nam, dat tam, tan, tan, seins tam. No, she's feeling something, and her lips become the outlet. Now imagine this. You're talking, maybe just teasing her about something funny. And as she listens, she slowly applies lip balm. Not rushed, not distracted, but slowly, precisely gliding it across her lips. That's not just self-care, that's invitation. It's as if her body is whispering, do you see me? Do you want me? Are you paying color or necklace attention? So he knows, and if you are, you'll so parm, yisuarn, you'll realize that her lips are doing more talking than her voice ever could. Sign number 5, her collar or necklace. They say actions speak louder than words. And sometimes it's the tiniest movements that say the most. Like the moment she starts playing with her necklace, gently rolling a pendant between her fingers, adjusting the chain across her collarbone, or tugging softly at the collar of her shirt. At first glance, it might look like she's just bored or fixing something. But look closer. Because in body language psychology, this gesture is loaded with meaning. Her collar and necklace sit at the edge of a very intimate zone. Her throat, her chest, and when she touches that area in front of you, it often reveals a mix of nervous excitement, sexual energy, and a desire to be noticed. It's subtle, yes, but strategic. Even if she doesn't consciously realize it, she's guiding your eyes to areas that are both delicate and vulnerable. And here's something deeper. Fudging with jewelry is a classic self-soothing behavior. It means her emotions are stirred, but she's trying to play it cool. It's her way of staying composed while her heart may be skipping a beat. Picture this. She's laughing at your joke, her hand absurd, sentedly tugging at the chain on her necklace. Andai, dan dam da dam dam da. She looks down for a second, smiles, then looks back at you. That moment, that's her attraction wrapped in innocence. Her body is inviting attention, but only from the one person she wants it from. You sign number 6, her hair. Long, short, curly, straight, it doesn't matter. It's one of the most visually powerful features a woman has, and most women know exactly what they're doing with it, even when they pretend not to. So, when she starts fixing her hair, twirling it or flipping it to one side when you're around, that's not just styling. That's psychology. That's instinct. Playing with her hair gives her something to do with her hands, especially when she's feeling nervous or excited. It's a natural release of emotional energy, way to appear composed while quietly signaling interest. But more than that, it's about drawing attention. The act of touching her hair draws your eyes to her, face to her eyes, her smile, her neck, all the pining gesture places people look when attraction starts to simmer beneath the surface. This is how female body language often works. It doesn't shout, it whispers. And hair is one of its most poetic messengers. Think about this. You're standing in a group, everyone talking, but you notice her glancing at you. And then slowly, gently, she tucks a lock of hair behind her ear. Not once, not twice, but again and again, even though her hair was already out of the way. That's not a styling decision. That's a signal, a repeat behavior designed to attract without being obvious. In psychology, this is called a pining gesture, a sign of grooming in the presence of someone desirable. She may not be saying, I like you, but her body is rehearsing the words through movement. So the next time she plays with her hair while talking to you, remember that's not just a habit. That's her heartbeat showing. Sign number 7, her ears or earrings. This one often slips under the radar, but if you know what to look for, it can reveal everything. Sometimes when a girl likes you, her hands start doing things that seem innocent, but in reality they're emotional fingerprints. Little signals etched in movement, saying more than words ever could. Dao, da tao, dao tao. One of those movements, touching her ears, tugging gently on her earrings, twisting them between her fingers, or slowly tucking her hair behind her ear, especially when she keeps doing it over and over, even when her hair is already out of the way. Now you might think, so what? But layered gesture, here's the truth. The ears are sensitive zones close to the neck, close to the face. And when she draws attention to this area, especially while looking at you, it's a layered gesture. On the surface, she might just be fidgeting, but underneath her mind is buzzing. Her emotions are stirred. Her nerves are on edge, but not in a bad way. In the butterflies in her stomach kind of way. Psychologically, this is called self-adapter behavior. When someone touches parts of their body as a way to calm internal emotional arousal. She's doing it not because she's bored, but because you affect her. Imagine this. She's sitting across from you smiling. You compliment her and she tucks her hair behind her ear, fingers grazing her earring. Then she does it again and again without even realizing that repetitive motion. That's her body's way of managing her excitement while also drawing your gaze. It's shy, it's soft. Her phone, but it's laced with meaning. And if she pairs that with a bashful smile or slightly lowered eyes, you're not just part of her. Attention. You're the center of it. Sign of number 8, her phone. Now, let's talk about one of the most powerful modern-day signals of all, her phone. Insan. You might think her constantly picking up her phone, tapping the screen, or setting it down over and over again means she's distracted. Nandas, like inas, aus, But the truth, it might mean she's completely focused on you. So much so that her phone becomes her safety net. Watch closely. If she keeps touching it, not scrolling, not texting, just holding it, flipping it in her hand, tapping it, setting it down, picking it back up again, that's emotional friction, not boredom. That's emotional friction. Her nervous system is activated. She's trying to regulate her excitement and her phone becomes a decoy, a psychological crutch, something to do with her hand so she doesn't give away how much she's feeling. Because here's the twist. If she really didn't care about you, she'd be on her phone scrolling endlessly, texting, lost in the screen. Ini dant nanchi sambai. But when she keeps pretending to use it without actually engaging, that's her way of dealing with the emotional tension your presence creates. She might even glance down at the screen and smile, but it's not the phone making her smile. Yes, making her smile. It's you. And here's a deeper truth. Sometimes when a woman really likes a guy, she doesn't want to make it too obvious. So she uses her phone to appear casual, detached, unbothered, but her fingers are trembling. Her body is alert. Her mind is completely aware of you. The phone becomes a stage prop, a distraction, not from you, but because of you. So when she handles her phone like it's suddenly become the most interesting object in the world, yet she never actually uses it. That's not disinterest. That's a storm she's trying to calm. Bonus, sign number 1, her fingers or hands when she has nothing to hold. Here's something most men never notice, but it reveals a lot. When a girl is sitting with you, talking to you, or even just standing nearby, and she's not holding a phone, a drink, or a purse, watch her hands. What does she do with them? If she starts rubbing her fingers lightly, wringing her hands, touching the tips of her nails, or tapping her fingers against one another, that's not just boredom. That's emotional energy, searching for release, displacement behaviors. You see, and the more when attraction builds, especially when it's new or unspoken, there's often restlessness. Her body wants to move, to express, to connect, but her voice may not feel ready. So her fingers do the talking. These motions are part of a category psychologists call displacement behaviors. Small repetitive actions that help manage an attention or arousal. In other words, her hands are reacting because you are affecting